I came home early from work and had gotten my son, and my husband was already there. He told me that he was going to be going out with some friends and work acquaintances because he had sold some health insurance to a big agency, and so they were celebrating. He gave me a hug and he told our baby goodbye, and we watched him drive out of the garage. That it's really etched in my mind because that was the last time I saw him alive. I went to sleep and then I woke up, I would say about 2 o'clock in the morning, and noticed he still wasn't home. And at that point I began calling him on his cell phone and I didn't get an answer. And I woke up around 8 o'clock in the morning and I called my mother and told her that he hadn't come home. And she was pretty worried at that point and asked me to start calling the people that he was with. I found out that they had gone to a restaurant and they ate, and everything seemed fine. And then 2 of the guys went on to another club. And at that club they had a couple bottles of champagne, and his co-worker asked him if he was okay to drive home. And my husband said yes. He had left this club and he was traveling west on Allendale Road, where the speed limit is posted at 25 miles per hour, and he was going 70 miles per hour. And that his car flew over some railroad ties and a chain link fence, and it came to a rest in someone's backyard. She didn't come out of her house again until Sunday morning when she was going to church. And as she was approaching her car, she noticed a car in her backyard. I later found out through his autopsy that he was twice the legal limit when he was in his car, and he died pretty suddenly at impact. And because of a choice that he made that night, that his son does not have him in his life. My son is 16 now, and at the time of the crash he was 1. He was almost about to be 2, and it was right before Christmas. We've had many Christmases without him, many birthdays without him, many celebrations, basketball games, school activities where he doesn't have his dad there. And I feel so alone, wishing that things were different.
My mom's done a good job of taking care of me, but I mean, I wish I would have had that father figure, like, to do certain things with me. Sometimes you need like an extra person to help, or like just to have another person come watch me do different things. Like if I'm like, whenever I was in band or like playing sports, someone to come practice with me. I wish my father would have made a better decision and would still be here.
He made a choice that night. He could have made a different choice to get a ride home, to have even called me or to call a friend or to get in a cab, all because he decided to get behind the wheel. I don't have my friend, my best friend, my husband. My son doesn't have his father. With Father's Day coming up, I would really just like to remind you all that it's important to be there in your child's life. And I don't want any other family to have to go through what my family has had to go through. So just remember that your actions don't only affect you, they affect everyone in your life, everyone that loves you. So I would remind you, please not to drink and drive. It's just not worth it.